It is with profound honor and deep appreciation that I welcome you to the official launch of the 10th Ghana CEO Summit and Expo. Today is not merely the unveiling of a conference. It is the commemoration of a decade of national economic dialogue architecture built deliberately to connect business leadership, government policy, investment capital, and global thought leadership in shaping Ghana's development trajectory. It also marks the presentation of our decade impact report and economic value contribution framework. The CEO Summit started from 2016 and we are in 2026, and I'm happy to share our decade impact report and economic value contribution. A decade of thematic leadership evolution. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to understand the significance of this milestone, we must reflect on the intellectual and the policy journey of this platform over the last 10 years. In 2016, we began with doing business in the new markets frontier, setting the foundation for private sector expansion and market redefinition. In 2017, we advanced to digital innovation economy for business growth, introducing digital transformation as a core economic driver. In 2018, we deepened the focus with leadership, innovation, and investment for business and economic transformations, aligning capital, leadership, and innovation. In 2019, we projected forward with the futuristic economy, technology-driven future of business and governance, anticipating AI, digital governance, and future economies. In 2020, the summit was postponed due to the COVID-19 pandemic, a defining global disruption. In 2021, we returned with digital transformation, powering business and government resets for post-pandemic economic resilience. In 2022, we strengthened leadership capacity, digital leadership for the digital economy, leading business and government transformation. Then in 2023, we focused on structural stability, economic sovereignty, sustainable corporate governance, and digital industrial transformation. In 2024, we addressed the emerging disruptions, reigniting business and economic growth, economic diversification, and AI transformation in 2024. In 2025, we focused on recovery and repositioning because a certain government the government of the day has started a reset and we had to align. And the theme was leading Ghana's economic reset, transforming business and governance for a sustainable futuristic economy. And this is our 10-year intentional strategy to propel Ghana's economy in the realm of thought leadership. And now in 2026, we arrive at the defining conclusion of this decade, accelerating Ghana's economic transformation, driving bold reforms through leadership, technology, and industrialization for sustainable growth. From vision to action. This is not an evolution of themes. It is a progressive national economic philosophy over 10 years. The strategic position of the summit now stands as National Executive Policy Dialogue Institution, bringing together governments, industry, investors, development partners, and emerging leaders to accelerate private sector-led growth and national competitiveness. Now, decade of impact reports Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, over the past decade, this platform has delivered measurable national impact across 10 strategic pillars, including strengthening structural public-private dialogue, improving investment confidence and visibility, advancing corporate governance and leadership standards, aligning fragmented policy and business priorities, strengthening executive decision-making culture, elevating Ghana's investment diplomacy profile, supporting leadership transitions during economic cycles, amplifying national economic discourse through the media, inspiring emerging entrepreneurial leadership, and positioning Ghana as a regional hub for executive thought leadership. These outcomes represent one clear truth: the summit has evolved from dialogue into influence, and from influence into national economic impact. For the economic value contributions over the decade, the summit has strengthened policy coordination, competitiveness thinking, governance culture, cross-sector collaboration, executive leadership confidence, and national investment dialogue visibility. Why the 10th Ghana CEO Summit matters, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. The theme for the landmark edition, as I have already stated, reflects a national truth. After 10 years of dialogue, Ghana must now enter a decade of execution, accountability, and measurable transformation. From policy formulation to implementation, from intent to delivery, from ambition to results. A summit architecture that will happen on the 28th of May, Kempinski, Gold Coast City, Accra. It will feature 5 core platforms. We will have the open plenary session that is focused on execution, accountability, macroeconomic outlook, industrial strategy, and policy alignment. The CEO Business Case Panel, real business leadership insights on resilience, competitiveness, innovation, and enterprise growth. Then we have the Presidential CEO's Business Dialogue Session. That's a high-level engagement with Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana, who will launch the first ever in Ghana, the CEO Government Compact 2026. And this was an advice from the President at last year's CEO Summit when he delivered his speech, that he will be happy to see the CEO Summit establish a private-public sector compact. This compact aligns government and private sector priorities around industrialization, technology adoption, investment competitiveness, governance modernization, job creation, and enterprise growth. It is the structured bridge between policy and implementation. We have the CEO Excellence Award as the 4th pillar, honoring leadership excellence across public and private sectors through the Ghana CEO Excellence Awards. We live in a country where bad press sells, success attracts negative energies. We have made it a point that CEOs doing well, we will always continue to encourage them through our Excellence Gala Honors. The 5th is the Business Expo session, a strategic marketplace for innovation, investment, industrial solutions, and enterprise partnership driving Ghana's economic transformation. Are we only Ghana-centric? No. We have an Africa-centric vision. This summit is not only about Ghana. It's about positioning Ghana as a West African executive leadership hub, investment gateway, and industrial transformation leader, capable of producing globally competitive enterprises. And distinguished CEOs, this is not an event. It's now a national leadership platform. Your participation ensures you shape reform priorities. You influence investment direction. You strengthen competitive outcomes. You define Ghana's next economic decade. The future of Ghana's economy will not be shaped by observers. It will be shaped by participants. Ladies and gentlemen, preparation for this landmark edition are well advanced. Together with our partners and stakeholders, we are committed to delivering a summit worthy of this decade of national leadership impacts. And as we launch the 10th Ghana CEO Summit and Expo, let us recommit ourselves to a single national direction. Let us move from vision to action. Let us accelerate Ghana's economic transformation. And let us build a competitive, industrial, and prosperous Ghana. Can't go without thanking our partners over the years, resource persons, the Office of the President, and the teams at the presidencies who enable our invitations to the President. I don't have much to say, but to say thank you to you all and to all partners who have greatly helped in this direction. On all of you behalf, I want to thank the President and thank you all. You are all welcome. Thank you very much.